With regards to animal cruelty, we do have laws in place. However, I think it's more the enforcing of the laws and the general education. The GSPCA, we do the best that we can with who we have and what we have, but we really need to focus on education. Simple as tying a dog on a 3-foot chain in the hot sun or tying a dog 24/7 is animal cruelty. A life is a life. And just as you wouldn't put your child outside or your husband or your brother without food or water for days, the same thing is with an animal. We've recently actually won our first case in the past, at least for the 5 years that I've been here, and that was on June 12th. Basically, the history of that story is in May 2017, we got a report saying that these 2 dogs were being kept on very short leashes and were not being fed, were not being well taken care of. So we did go into the neighborhood and we did seek out the owner and ask him if he needed some assistance, and he did welcome our assistance. And basically from May 2017 to September, October 2017, we worked with him weekly. We visited the dogs weekly. We brought food, we educated him on extending the leashes, on proper taking care of the animals. It was a male and a female, mixed breed. September 2017, we got them spayed and neutered and we signed off on the case. We believe that the gentleman understood what it took to take care of an animal and that he had learned his lesson with regards to starving an animal or mistreating an animal. On March 1st of 2018, the same volunteer and another volunteer of ours were heading up in that area to look at another dog, and they decided, oh, let's just drop by and say hello to the 2 dogs. The image they saw can only be described as horrific. The male was pretty much on his last breaths, and the female was not as bad but was getting there, completely dehydrated, obviously hadn't been fed for weeks. Our volunteer did tell the owner's girlfriend that we will be back within an hour to take the dogs, and we did return within an hour. However, unfortunately the male had already passed away. That can tell you how bad. We did file charges. We called the police that afternoon. We brought both the living and the deceased back to the GSPCA. We did file charges with the police. They responded very quickly and we were really impressed and happy and felt very supported by their actions. They came that afternoon, they took our statements and they started the whole process. And then on June 12th, we did win the court case, and the gentleman was charged with a fine of $1,500, which has to be paid within 1 month. He also has 70 hours of community service, which he'll be doing at the GSPCA. He's already started that. And he also is not allowed to own another animal.